Hi, it is not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the ones most responsive to change. And let's learn the sequence. So, imagine this, right? I want to create a 2-week plan, right? So there will be a flames, and I could just put that tree. Look, how does that happen? If I just put 4, well, that's because I used a new feature called sequence. Week, a sequence, and then 1 and B2. So what does this mean? What's the 1, what's the B2 means, right? 1 means 1 row, so that's why it's 1 row, and then B2 is this cell here, referring to this cell. So in other words, I want 4 column, right? That's why you have 4 column. And now, what if I just put this as 2, right? Why just put 2? You get this 2 here. So the syntax is written right here. There's the rows and there's the numbers. And yeah, the first one is rows. Number of rows are the sequence. Columns is the number of columns. And the start is the starting value of the sequence, and the step is this incremental value. So let's go back to here. Now you can create 3 dates. How? By using this sequence. But why 6, 8, 10, right? Or just 3 numbers, right? 3 numbers. So 3 numbers. So I just create 3 numbers. And so I start with 6. Now if I start with 5, what happened? 5, 7, 9. And what if I say I'll start with just 1? So 5, 6, 7. See, 5, 6, 7, 3 numbers in sequence. If I change it to 2, and that is why. And next, we go to this sequence. I can also change it to just 1 row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 rows. And then if I change it to 2, you have 2 rows. Each row has 12 numbers. And it's sequence, so it just follow on. And we have here as well 3 months, right? You can combine with the text function, the date functions, and the sequence, right? And we can also, for the sales function, right, you can create a 3 customer numbers, right? You can say 5, you can see here, this is the sequence. And we have sequence in this, right? So you can increment by 50, start with 1,000, 4 rows, 1 column, 1,050. And then, what if you don't use sequence, right? You can use this here. The rows represent the row number, right? It's a row. Now, if you minus 1, you get 1, right? 2 minus 1, you get 1, and so here. So what's so different is that the moment you don't have this, it's gone, right? If we put in the tomato, it's here. So likewise, right? The column can also be recognized as the numbers. So I have these similar things, and I just say, let's say I don't want this one, then it will not be there. If I put in the tomato, and it will be there. Just key in the functions, you will find out that. Now, what else you can do, right? Well, suppose I have a 10 day to release, I can just put there the 10 MMI, right? So, yeah. So you can just see that there's 1 here, this is using the same thing, or I can use a sequence to do the same thing, right? So, adding a count as well. And that's it. This is a sequence, right? So I didn't start out this as 18 years ago. I was retrenched 3 times, and I got opportunity to train Excel. At that time, I do not know anything about Excel. So well, I learned, I self-learned in 2 months' time. I pick up some of the basic Excel and go and teach. And I know that I'm lack of training skills, so that's why I go and learn how to train, right? And then from there, I attend other training as well, right? And I pay to train. I invest in myself, right? And then I train more and more companies, right? Nestle, and then I go to I train UPM, I train UKM, I become a speaker. I trained UTM online, and the Penang Youth Development Corporation invited us to to train for the Jixing High School, right? The class school of excellence, and yeah, and that's all begin right now. And in 2023, right? We even won the Comedian Super Malaysia's Top Cost Providers 2023, right? Now, however, something at this point I would say is unfortunate because my wife passed away in 2021, right? December. So I began to wonder why she passed away, right? So just suddenly got the tumor and then just passed away. So in 2023, I discovered a concept called nutrition club, and I was there to losing my weight, right? Until now, I have successfully from 2023 to now, I have successfully reduced 10.4 kg, and yeah, and not only that, right? There's a lot of miracles happen in the nutrition. So just a month ago, I trained Yuli and take a photo with the Yuli founder Dansiri B YK. Yep. And last, I want to be grateful to my parents, Cash Lau, my father, and my mom, Madam. Without them, I would not be who I am today. Thank you. And see you in a future.